Hello guys and welcome to my episode of First Thoughts for episode 2 of Shadowhunters, A Door into the Dark. So, I have a lot of thoughts for this episode. They're all good, don't worry. But I'm kind of like, my brain is still buzzing. I'm just after watching it, so I'm still sort of like all over the place. Like, I don't know what to think. Mainly, I spent most of the end of the episode trying not to cry. Like, legitimately, there was tears and everything, so right now I'm just trying to focus on keeping that level of calm so that I can record this First Thoughts episode. Here we go with that tradition again, where it seems to be when I watch an episode, the first thought that I get is relatively negative. I don't know why. It's not like it's not majorly negative, but it's just always like a what thought? And this one came in the form of the fact that Valentine seems to show no pain whatsoever from being harpooned through the shoulder. It's just kind of like, oh, that's there. Lol. Oh, God, I'm glad that's out. Just put that healing rune on. I mean, I know they're Shadowhunters, but they're not like made of like rock. They still feel pain, so I was a bit like, anything Valentine, not even an ow or an ouch. No, it's like you're that good. So that's the first thing that I thought. It was just like, it's like, God, he's fine for someone who just got shot through the shoulder. There isn't even like an it's all just, oh jeez, you see what she's capable of now. Look at this, even though it's not even like painful, but look at it. This is what she's capable of. Even though it doesn't really hurt me. Look, I can just yank it out right now. It's done. So yeah, that's the only negative first thought I have right now. As I say, most of my first thoughts are genuinely good because maybe it's my own biased way of being like, oh, I love Shadowhunters, because I love Shadowhunters. But that's where Farron and bias comes in, so that I can sort of level things out and go like, okay, this. But this is not fair and unbiased. This is First Thoughts. So let's talk about all the great fucking stuff in this episode. Victor Aldertree is just like really starting to dance on my nerves. It's just like, this bitch over here trying to tell my Lydia what to do. Excuse me, no. He seems to have this thing where he chooses when he wants to acknowledge that Lydia was in charge, because he seems to bring it up just like, oh, but you were in charge, you did this, but then it's just like, I'm blaming you for what happened when Jocelyn harpooned Valentine. It doesn't make sense. It's like, 1 minute he's like, I'm in charge now, Lydia, and then next thing you know, it's your fault that this happened, Lydia, and it's just like, leave my Lydia alone, Victor, alright? Get your shit together and stop blaming her for your failures. Leave her alone. My God. Flip's sake. That I'm probably more passionate about that than I should be, but it really bothered me when, as soon as they were coming in and he was just blaming her for it. It was just like, why are you blaming her? It's not her fault. In fact, Maris was the one who spotted Jace on the screen. What are you talking about? Stop blaming Lydia. Oh my God, it's like she's the punching bag or something. Stop it. The Demon Baby hate flower. Yes, this is a weird one. I can see from a general consensus on Tumblr that people are like, why? Why would the Demon Baby like destroy a flower? But I don't really know myself why people are bothered by it, because 1, it's a baby. 2, it's a baby. 3, you know it's a baby, right? Like, I get that it's a demon, but just because it's a demon doesn't necessarily mean the baby's going to be able to get up and go kill someone. I think destroying the flower was the only way they could like visually show like something wasn't right, without making it ridiculous, like getting like the baby to up and at him and go and stab someone. So I didn't mind the flower thing that much. In fact, I thought, since it was a baby, I thought that was the only real thing that they could actually do to portray something's not right. So that didn't bother me that much. Oh, poor Simon. Can we talk about Simon for a minute? Oh, poor Simon. Everyone's against him. It's not fair. I really just I want to bundle him up in cotton wool and just hug him and just like tell everyone to back off, back the hell away. Just like, Victor, go away. Raphael, go away, but not really, because I'll talk about you in a minute. Werewolf Pack, go away, leave him alone, he's going through a lot. And as Luke said, yous have gone through it too. Is it just because he's a vampire? Well, what am I saying? It is because he's a vampire. They don't care. But I like to think of it this way. It's like, he's going through all this trouble, but now he's got Magnus as a mentor. He's got Magnus being on his side. Those werewolves don't have a chance. The ultimate dream, Magnus being centuries old, loads of experience. He, as your mentor, Simon is so lucky. I think he actually lucked out with this. So I think that starts the whole dynamic that people were talking about, where Simon spends more time with Magnus, which is great because I love this dynamic where there's more going on in Magnus's life than just Alec, and there's more going on in Alec's life right now, definitely, without Magnus. So I love the way that's starting to roll, that the ball's rolling with that. Magnus and Alec are slaying their individual plot lines. It's great. I love the way there wasn't any interaction in this episode, because then it puts them apart and says, look, they can do things without needing to be with each other all the time. But I'll discuss that more in Fair and Biased because I can go more in depth in that. The shipping material in this episode was insane. And you know what was insane about it? It was the ships weren't canon ships. It was like all of the slash ships got material in this episode. I was baffled by it. I thought, like, in a good way, it was amazing, but it was just sort of like, oh my god. It's like none of the canon ships, apart from maybe Clace got a bit, none of the canon ships got nearly anything at all in this episode, and all the slash shippers got everything they wanted, and it's great, because, like, you know, they don't get a lot, because, you know, it's a slash ship. I know shipping slash ships is like when you don't have anything. This must be freaking great. And I'm starting to warm up to, like, Saphael and Clizzy, so it's just sort of like, yes. I mean, I wasn't expecting Raphael this episode. Like, when Simon turned around and Raphael was there, I was like, oh, Raphael, you're getting my heart going. Like, literally, I was shocked. Like, he surprised me. I was like, fuck, what? Jumping up like that. And then but then, like, once I processed that surprise, it was just like, Saphael, it's here, they're doing it, abort, abort. And then they give the Clizzy moment as well. And I was sitting watching it, and I was like, God, this is very intimate. I was like, is this like the Clizzy that they were talking about, the Clizzy friendship? And then, Isabel goes, you've got me, or whatever the line was, and I was just like, holy shit. Damn, son, this shit gay. Oh my god. I thought it was great. I remember, I thought when Todd Slapkin said that there was going to be Clizzy moments, I was thinking, well, he means friendship, because it's a slash ship. They're not really gonna, like, do that much with the actual ship. But then watching this episode, I was just like, it's like they went there. It's like they actually went there. That is so great. Oh my god. I'm so pumped now, because I'm just like, it's like all the rules are out the window now. This is like a whole new thing. It's like, you think that your slash ship doesn't have a chance? Just tweet Todd Slapkin. He'll put that shit in there for you. Oh, as long as it's not like really ridiculous, like, you know, I don't know, Victor Aldertree and like Clary. That'd be like, ship what you want, but like I can't see that happening in the show. But oh, it got me squeeing, and I really needed to squee with the ending of this episode. I didn't even legitimately cry when Malik kissed. I usually have very internalized reactions. I was very excited. I like rolled around on the floor. You saw on my first thoughts after that episode, I fell on the floor, literally. But there were legitimate tears this time. At the end of this episode, there were legitimate tears, and I will talk about that in Fair and Unbiased. It was just, it struck me. It did. It got me in the heart. And I'll explain why in the Fair and Unbiased episode, but like, it got me right in the chest. It was just like, oh my god. Like, oh dear god, no. And I don't know why, because I knew something was going to happen, because I saw sort of teasers of what was going to happen in episode 3 on Tumblr, and it still didn't prepare me, because I didn't know how or why they were going to get to that point. But Oh, I was not ready. That thing I said last week where I said I didn't want to see my babies in pain. I really don't want to see my babies in pain. So please stop. Like, no, that'd be helpful. I've got enough pain to last me a while. Thanks. So, those were my first thoughts. They are first and very thoughtful. I have decided to sort of push fair and unbiased back a little bit. I'm going to try and do a schedule where I get my first thoughts up on the day that the episode comes out, because then it's very raw and very like unfiltered and right from my head. And then I'll wait a couple of days because I like to get research and general consensus and opinions on Tumblr for fair and unbiased, so it's more in depth. So I'm going to do that for a couple of days, and then I'll record fair and unbiased, and then it'll come out near the end of the week. So yeah, that's how my schedule is going to go. So yeah, I loved this episode. I thought it was great. I cried, I laughed, I squeed. I'm scared for the next one, but I'm so scared. But I'll leave that for now. I'll just spend the rest of the week when I'm in college pondering what's going to happen. Oh, they're hurting us. They really are. They're rewarding us, but they're hurting us too. And we love it, and we're gonna tune in for the next episode. So that's it, Shadowhunters, Angels, and Downloaders alike. I'll see you in Fair and Unbiased at the end of the week. Try not to die in that time. We're all in this together.
If you're gay, then you're gay. Don't pretend that you're straight. You could be who